What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So this is a brand new channel for us. Most of you guys probably remember my Esor World YouTube account. I've been doing YouTube since 2020, and I finally retired the name Esor World, and we are now using Chief Compliant Officer. Anyway, today's video, guys, I'm just introducing you guys to my 2018 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo. This vehicle I bought in April after I moved here to Las Vegas. And prior to this, I had a Volkswagen Tiguan. It was an okay vehicle. I didn't really have a ton of issues with it. It did me well. I've traveled all over the country with it. But it started having issues when it hit around 100,000 miles. Now I know a lot of you guys are going to say, well, this isn't any better. This thing is a POS. And I get it. There are a lot of issues with the Jeep Grand Cherokee. However, this is my second one that I've had. I've owned a bunch of Jeep Wranglers. I had a 2020 Jeep Grand Cherokee that I bought to travel across country with and to do van life with. And it served me really well. I didn't have any issues out of it. This one I've owned now since April. We're July the 20th at the taping of this video. And I haven't really had any issues with it per se. When I first got it, I had a few little things going wrong with it. One was the auto start stop feature, which if most of you guys don't know anything about that, let me show you what it ended up being for me, what the issue was, and it was super cheap to fix. It cost me, I think, $40, and it was fixed. So on the Jeep Grand Cherokee, they have this little switch here that this is what controls your auto start stop. So if this is not compressing like it's supposed to when you shut your hood, this will cause your auto start stop to not work. It'll also cause you to get error messages like service your ESS, I think is what it's called, light. This is number one issue with that system. The other issue is the latch over here. However, this latch is not attached to the auto start stop. This is what controls your auto start stop. Now, since I bought this, this vehicle currently has 86,618 miles on it. I bought it with 84. Again, I really haven't had any issues. That's the only major issue that I had with it. Now, when I bought this thing, I bought it from a Jeep dealership here in North Las Vegas. And the dealership I had some issues with, but we're not going to go into this because this video isn't about them. It's just going to give them free publicity, and I'm not interested in that. I think they're a horrible company, and I'll never do business with them again. They even gave me free oil changes when I bought this, and I'm not even using those. I don't want them to touch my vehicle at all. So when I picked the vehicle up, I had bought, and that's a whole nother video, I had bought a different one, same color and everything. The only difference is it had like the full panoramic sunroof. And I had bought that one. It was a 2015, and it had low miles. It was like 54,000 miles on it. And I bought that Jeep, and I picked it up on a Friday. By Monday, I took it back to the dealership because come to find out that it had a blown head gasket. Whoever traded it in had put the auto auction refills. I'm so sorry. It put stop leak or head gasket repair, whatever, the Blue Devil stuff in it. And they sent it down the road. And unfortunately, I ended up with it, and it had a bunch of issues. Not only did it have the issues with the blown head gasket, it had front suspension issues and a bunch of other stuff. And then it had a lagging transmission that would lag and then jump and skip, and it was just a nightmare. So ended up going back to them. They traded me out of that and back into this. They canceled the deal on the other one, and I ended up with this one. Now, this one had higher miles. When I got it, it had not been detailed. Nothing had been washed. It hadn't been waxed. It hadn't been cleaned. The inside of it was dirty. And so I spent probably 3 or 4 days shampooing the carpets, shampooing the seats, paint correcting the exterior, washing it, waxing it, and trying to clean it up. And for the most part, it looks really good. How you see it right now, this is, pretty much how it's been since April. The only difference is, since I bought it, is I did do the front shocks. I replaced those. And while it was there, I went ahead and had them throw a leveling kit on it. So it has a 2-inch leveling kit. And then I went with the Nitto. What are these? These are the Nitto Recon Grappler. Great tire. I had these on my last Jeep Grand Cherokee, and I don't have anything negative to say. These tires are really quiet on the highway. I do a lot of highway driving. I own my own business here in Vegas, and so I'm constantly running them back and forth to the warehouse, and I do deliveries as well. So if people order from my company, we do our own deliveries if you're local here in Las Vegas. So I do a lot of highway driving with this thing, and these tires are very quiet. They're very comfortable, and I like them a lot. So right now what I'm out here doing is, today was the first day that I had an opportunity to come out and wash and wax the vehicle. And I started off, I wanted to wax the rims because the rims were extremely scratched up. This is what they look like now that I'm done with that one. This one I'm getting ready to do. You can see how they've got all the swirl marks and scratches on them. And I figured while I was out here, as long as I don't die of a heat stroke as hot as it is, I'm going to go ahead and lay another coat of wax down on the Jeep, because it has been since April since I did it. So I figured I would go ahead and throw another coat of wax on there. As far as the windows go, on the back I have 5% on top of the factory tint. So that probably zeroes those windows out for the most part. If you come up to them, there's not really any seeing in these windows, which I love. Front windows are 35%. That's what's legal here in Nevada. So wanted to stay somewhat legal if I could. Here's the inside of it. Again, like I said, 86,618 miles on this bad boy. It was a one owner, locally owned here in Las Vegas. This happens to every Chrysler product, or Mopar, Stellantis, whatever you want to call it. They always get the wrinkles in the seat. The other thing that I can't stand is my floor mat keeps rolling up on the side. I do have the carpeted mats as well, but I like the all-weather mats in there better. When I first bought this, the center armrest was all tore up. I ended up for anybody else that has a Jeep Grand Cherokee that's experiencing the same issue, this is a common problem with these cars. These center consoles just really, don't stand the test of time very well. So I bought this skin on Etsy. I think it was $25. It's supposed to be genuine leather. I know when I got here and I first smelled it, it smelled like leather, so I'm assuming it probably really is leather. I took the center console off. I removed the skin, put the new skin on, and used some upholstery glue on it, and then wrapped it, tucked it, and it's been great ever since. You can see here on the bottom, for the most part, it looks factory. So, it looks really good. Headrest is in really good condition. I know it's really hard to see in there as dark as it is in this Jeep. But, I'm really happy with this vehicle. I've always loved the Jeep Grand Cherokees. I know a lot of people that do not like them. But me, on the other hand, here is the back. We also got the all-weather mat here. This works. And underneath here, you've got more storage and things like that. I keep all my car towels and stuff in here. Um, you know, for me, it really works well for me. Again, here's the passenger side of the vehicle. Now, I did have, I think it was this wheel right here. This is the only wheel that had some curb rash on it. It was still showing some silver, but I bought the black to match the wheels, and I touched it up, and that's fine. I'm sure at some point it'll probably get some more curb rash if I take it off-roading. I used to go off-roading quite a bit, and I haven't had the opportunity, and it's so damn hot here in Vegas that I just really haven't bothered with it lately. Anyway, this is their 3.6 liter, if I'm not mistaken, Pentastar V6. Now, again, I know a lot of people really complain about these engines. They say they're horrible and they have rocker arm issues and they've got head gasket issues and they've got timing issues and they've got this and that. I've owned, I don't know how many of these vehicles that had the Pentastar V6 in it, and I haven't really ever had any major issues. Common maintenance issues, yes. Little stuff here and there, yes. I think the worst vehicle that I ever owned that had this engine in it was a Jeep Grand Cherokee. Or I'm sorry, not a Jeep Grand Cherokee. This is a Jeep Grand Cherokee. The Dodge Grand Caravan that has the same engine. And I had bought that vehicle when I was doing van life, and the transmission ended up going bad in the Grand Caravan. Shocker, I know. But had the transmission replaced. Shortly after replacing the transmission, then it blows a head gasket. So I'm not going to sit here and lie to you guys and say that these things don't blow head gaskets, because they do. But that one also had like 120,000 miles on it. So this one, I do have a full warranty on it. When I bought it, I bought a 3-year, 36,000 mile bumper to bumper warranty through Jeep. And it's supposed to cover pretty much anything and everything that could go wrong with it. So I am covered. I believe the warranty will expire at about 121,000 miles. So at about 121,000 miles, if I'm not having any issues out of it, then I'll probably keep it. It is actually already almost completely paid off. I owe, I think, about $12,000, $13,000 on it. It's paid off. So depending on, you know, what happens with maintenance and repairs and stuff like that, I may keep it. Or if this turns out to be a money pit, I'll have to get rid of it and buy a newer one. I do, though, personally, I love this body style. The new Jeep Grand Cherokees, I don't like. I don't like the way they look. I think they're very feminine looking. They're very, the ruggedness of them is gone. I feel like they look like everything else is on the road anymore. These I like. So anyway, that's going to be it for this video. I just wanted to drop something real quick for you and let you guys know who the person is that runs this page. I've only got 5 subscribers right now, so if you guys are interested in following along, I'll be doing anything from automotive content to travel content to a day in the life of living here in Las Vegas. I know there's a lot of people that's very intrigued and interested in living out here in Las Vegas, and they wonder how a lot of us do it. I wonder that every day. It's hot as hell here, let me tell you. As I am filming this video, this is the current temperature in my garage, and it is currently 99 degrees outside. At least that's what the watch says. I know when I was out here a few minutes ago, I ran to the grocery store and stuff, it said it was 102 in the Jeep. But anyway, if you guys are interested in this type of content, you're interested in seeing content from around the Las Vegas area, I do go to the Strip and record. I did just get myself a body camera that we're going to be utilizing. So if you guys are interested, give me a subscribe, follow me. I'm also Chief Compliant Officer on TikTok, if you guys like the old Tiki the Talkies. So follow along, and I'll see y'all soon.